Hello again. Welcome to my vlog diary thing. I realized I probably looked kind of pale in previous ones of these because I was wearing my tan undershirt. So I figured I'd go for contrast this time. And I'm trying to do some ghetto lighting with a flashlight, basically. This is rough. I'm in a barracks. I don't have a whole lot of decent equipment, and I'm on my laptop. So I'm just trying to have a good time with it. And in light of that, I figured I'd do a fun song today. There's a fun song I wanted to do, but I was just trying to learn it today. And it's very hard because it's kind of rapish. It's kind of like a rap. Nilla Wafer Top Hat Time by Rhett and Link. So maybe in the future I'll get that one down and be able to say everything as fast as they do. So for now, I'll do something else that I think is kind of fun from one of my favorite shows, probably my favorite show ever, Firefly. This is The Hero of Canton. Jane, the man they call Jane. He robbed from the rich and he gave to the poor. Stood up to the man and he gave him what for. Love for him now ain't hard to explain. The hero of Canton, the man they call Jane. Now Jane saw the mutters' backs breaking. He saw the mutters lament. He saw the magistrate taking every dollar and leaving 5 cents. Said, you can't do that to my people. Said, you can't crush them under your heel. Jane strapped on his hat and in 5 seconds flat stole everything Boss Higgins had to steal. He robbed from the rich and he gave to the poor. Stood up to the man and he gave him what for. Our love for him now ain't hard to explain. The hero of Canton, the man they call Jane. Now here's what separates heroes from common folk like you and I. The man they call Jane, he turned round his plane and let that money hit the sky. He dropped it onto our houses, dropped it onto our yards. And the man they called Jane, he stole away our pain and headed out for the stars. He robbed from the rich and he gave to the poor. He stood up to the man and he gave him what for. Our love for him now ain't hard to explain. The hero of Canton, the man they call Jane. The hero of Canton, the man they call Jane. Yeah, that was really sloppy. I didn't practice that much. But yeah, kind of a fun, goofy little song, Hero of Canton. It's funny because it's about somebody that was doing something for himself and ended up doing something for a whole town. So it's quirky. It's a good show. It's fun because it's a show that died and yet lives on in a community of people. And maybe it's what it is because it died. And if it had continued as a show, maybe it wouldn't be as good. I don't know. But yeah. And another random little thing maybe to take note of. I started singing that, and through the first verse and chorus, I realized I was singing it very clean. I was using a very clear, kind of professional, like clean voice. I don't know how to put this really. And I noticed that, and it sounded not in the style that I intended. It was very, very almost operatic or choral singing, and that's not that song. It's more of a dude in a bar, drunk and rousing the crowd. And so I tried to kind of change the tone that I was using, and Maybe if anybody actually is watching this, you can make some comments about that second part of the song. Even though it got sloppy with the chords and I was kind of out of sync, I was using more of that gruff voice and trying something with my voice. So did that sound better? Did it not? I don't know. I'll listen to this again later and see what it sounded like. See what I think. And you, anyone that does listen, tell me what you think. And yeah, so I think that's about as far as I can go today. I'm not reading a big excerpt from a book, but I will have some more stuff in the future. And in retrospect, over the last couple of things, I addressed some very serious topics and got pretty heavy there. So maybe I will try to find some funnier stuff, some Douglas Adams stuff, some funny books that I enjoy, and try those out a little bit and see what I can do with my voice, because that's really the point of this. I wanted to work on my radio voice. Welcome to Radio 94.7. I feel like I have a voice that doesn't suck. Maybe I can do something with it with my life. So I want to experiment with it a little bit. So yeah, cool. Short video. Enjoy, and I will see you next time. I may not do this every day. This may be every other day, kind of based on my schedule. I work 12-hour days, so you fit things in. So my voice. Now what?